Hello and welcome everybody to the draft analysis for the SBU. As you can see on the thumbnail, you already see some of my picks. This is an S tier draft league with some of the S tier Pokemons being allowed. Maybe a bit too much, maybe not all of them, but you know, there are some Pokemons that shouldn't be allowed, there are some Pokemons that should be allowed, definitely. And you know the deal. It's always like that. You can always see our S tier Pokemon and some other Pokemons we picked, what shouldn't be a secret that I'm going to pick them, but you know. This thing is hosted by the beautiful people Owen, Mid Pokemaster, Obo, and I think the last one is John Jr. Yeah, it's John Jr. Um, Yesterday we did a draft stream for that. That's on Owen's channel. I will link that down in the description for you guys to watch it. Me and Owen co-host, co-hosted this thing for Owen, and it was an amazing time. We did not go all too long about it, like normal draft streams would do. We finished it in 3 hours or something like that, which is kind of cool in my opinion. So if you want to check it out, feel free to. It was an amazing time. Um, what else is there to say? There's none of the Smogon rules, just the S tiers. Everyone could pick either one S tier or get another tier 1 Pokemon. Um, yeah, and that's basically all there is to say about it. The coaches that are in here with us are. Let me just check that. Amol's in here with us. Ingok? It's whatever. Tone? Tiro? Tirobe? I can't pronounce it correctly, I'm super sorry. OG Gabina, obviously. John Jr. Grandmaster D-Ray. He's also an admin, I'm sorry I forgot him earlier. Mid Pokemaster. And I think that's all the players in this one. No, Jesse and Drexo are also in there. Perfect. Now I got them all. Yeah, and me obviously. The beautiful Just Lucas. You all love me. You all hate me. Whatever. I'm here. You can't change the fact. All right. With all those out of the way, we get right into the first pick. We got Ganasect. There were a lot of cool S tiers, like most powerfuls were probably Solgaleo and Reshiram who were on the board. I was kind of late in the draft, so I did not have the chance to get them, but we got the Ganasect, which is also pretty amazing in my opinion. It's like one of my favorite Ubers to use, and I never had the opportunity to use it since Gen 7, I think. So yeah. Gensect on the board. I snacked it. I didn't even think about it. There were other things like Pheromosa and Cinderace and Blaziken, I think. Yeah, but I didn't play around and took Gensect. I'm sorry. You're not gonna not get me to draft this thing, especially since I have now enabled amazing Fairy Dragon Steel Core, which you already partly saw. And yeah, we went on. We were like 8 picks, so we were good in the middle, and we went up and came back to me, and I decided to snag, like you already saw, Clefable. Why Clefable? We all know, we all hate Clefable, we all know what I'm gonna do with Clefable. This is no secret that I'm an absolute madman when it comes to Pokemon that can stall and be bulky and shit like that. So yeah, Clefable. Uh, Two amazing abilities in Unaware and Magic Guard. Being able to set up, being able to be just a tanky wall, just being able to do what's something wrong with my camera? I don't like it there. So yeah, just being a complete nonsense in most scenarios. He can run Cosmic Power, Calm Minds, Nasty Blood if you really want to. You can select put a life form on this thing and be Magic Guard, so it does not really matter. You can be unaware to just track those pesky setup Pokemon that would ruin your team otherwise. There's a lot of things this thing can do, and I really love it for that. As a second round pick, it's fairly amazing. It was a tier 1, which kind of locked all my other tier 1s, I think. No, I could get one more in my 3 points. It was tier base, I think it's called. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it went for another 16 picks till it came back to me. And it wouldn't be me if I weren't picking up some old favorites. Yeah, this thing is in tier 2 and was still around in round 3. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna play around and I'm just gonna take it. Kyurem's probably the most potent ice type in the game. There are less Pokemons that are more scary on the team than this thing. I really love this thing, just like the sheer bulk, sheer offensive power, sheer momentum, if you want. So there's a lot of things this can do. Like if you want to be a dickhead, you just sit there and be like, okay, I'm gonna sub and roost and protect and whatever in your face. I could toxic stall you. I hit everything super effective with my freeze trap basically. And those I don't hit it super effective. I'm just gonna off power. Or you can Dragon Dance with this thing. It's so versatile and it's just such an amazing mod in my opinion. And I really do love it, even though I need to say I never really was a big stall player till this. Wait, not this. It took me some time to get into stall. I really hated stall like everyone else in the beginning, but at some point I realized, hey, it's cool. Then I joined the dark side. Yeah, and now you always get those bulky teams from me, and let me tell you, it won't stop here. Like, this is not the last bulky team you see me using. The next one will be revealed soonish. But yeah, for here we have this beautiful Fairy Dragon Steel Core with Ganasek Clefable Curm. Um, I want to aim towards getting a bit more hazard removal and momentum now right now, because whenever I bring Ganasek or Curm, I can potentially pick up a kill. And I know I have teleport on Clefable and U-turn on Ganasek, which also helps me really good in most scenarios, but we're not done yet. It went on, and I showed those three Pokemons to my front office, and they were like, "You need a Rotom. I don't care what Rotom you want, but you want one." I was looking at it, and Rotom Frost and Rotom Wash and Rotom Heat got taken right before me, so I was sitting here like, let's just take Rotom Mo and pick up Cherry Cake himself. This is like probably Cherry's signature mon, or was Cherry's signature mon, by now it's probably Gengar, but yeah. I never used the Rotomon in my life before, but it gives me Wall Switch, it gives me Defog, it gives me some supportive options, it can be offensive, it can do a lot of things. And yeah, what else is there really to talk about Rotomon? It has a pretty good speed here, it's pretty bulky, it doesn't need to run heavy duty boots since it's not really weak to rocks, but it can if you really want that potential non-shop on it. Um, Besides that, it probably has the best is one of the best electric types if you ask me, since it has the ability to just nuke a ground type with a drawback. Yes, I know Rotom Wash doesn't have the drawback, but it's a Hydro Pump, and a Hydro Pump will eventually miss. And maybe I can run a Jackpack on this thing, just Leaf Storming and a Jackpacking out. I know I hate this item, I told it to multiple people that I will never use it, but maybe I do. Who knows? And yeah, so it went on. And we got a fire type, Incineroar. Gives me another great pivot. Uh, I'm really momentum heavy right now. I know that. I am really weak to rocks. If I look at it like that, but it's not that bad. Like it just put it, but Kerm and Incineroar, two bonds that probably will hit the field really often, are weak to rocks, which is kind of uncool, but they're heavy duty boots, so it's not too big of a deal. Incineroar gives me Intimidate, Parring Shot, a Fire type, a Dark type, which is really good in this, really good and needed in this meta. Like Owen yesterday said on stream, if a team doesn't have a good normal type and a good dark type, it's probably not gonna do really well because of the immensely hardcore ghost spam. Since there's no pursuit or something like that, they are free to click whatever they want. And yeah, um, I have not too much experience with Incineroar, to be completely honest with you guys. I know it gets moves like Knock Off, Dark Lariat, Flaplet, Parring Shot, U-Turn, Power Trip, Bulk Up, Sword Stance, Flame Charge. There's a lot this thing could do. It can be offensive and defensive. It's probably one of my favorite starters, if I would say so. It's obviously gonna be named after my fat cat. It's not here right now, otherwise I would show. No, I'm not gonna lift him up here. It's not good for him. He does not like that. But yeah, it's gonna be Lupa, and yeah, I used this thing in BBL. I had a really fun using this thing, and I think it really fits this team because now, like, 4 of my mons have momentum, and I basically can always get out of situations I don't want to be in. Okay, we continue with yeah. I just gonna put another marking on my Quagsire board. Drafted it again. The addiction is real. Please help me. I will order body pillow of Quagsire soon. Next. Taurus. The normal type of the draft. Um, Probably not the best Pokemon I could have gotten for in Tier 5 as a normal type, but Taurus is pretty good. It can hit offensive like a truck. And even though it does not offer any momentum to me, at least I don't know of any it could get, this thing is incredibly hard to switch into. Because even though it might be a Tier 5 Pokemon, it gets overlooked really, really often. This thing has a coverage over Gen 1-1, meaning it gets all those flamethrowers, ice beams, you name it, it gets it probably. And with that, it's super, super awkward for most people to check. And I like it. I like this Pokemon. It brings a lot to my team. It gives me a good speed here, and it gives me some good offensive wall breaking potential, which I mean, I had some, yeah, but not the best, I guess. And yeah, it's just a Taurus. It's a tier 5 pick I was really looking forward to get. And yeah, we can move on. With my ghost type, Poltergeist. I wanted the sweeper this time. I rarely pick up sweepers, set up sweepers, but I thought this team would really benefit one. And Poltergeist is probably one of the better ones, because if you don't have a really good normal and dark type, this thing is gonna sweep you. Because with a focus sash and shell smash and then weak armor triggers, and you have so much stats and store power, it's gonna obliterate everything that comes into you. It could substitute, it can trick you, choice scarf. There's a lot of things this thing could do. And even though I never really used it, I saw it doing a lot of work, and this is probably one of the Pokemons that fits me a lot on this team, being totally honest. We'll see. Maybe I'm completely wrong and I will never use this thing because I just rather stick with my bulky defense core. But yeah. Besides that, it gets Will-O-Wisp, I think. It gets Strength Sap, which is super cool. It gets Scald and Giga Drain. It should get Scald. Please tell me this thing gets Scald. Poltergeist. It does not get Scald. Why does a fucking teapot does not get Scald? Like, that would be the most fitting thing. Uh, Hey, I'm wrong. Anyway, yeah, it's a ghost type. It's my spin blocker. It can do a lot of things that people do not want it to do, and I think it's really, really good at fitting for this team. That being said, we're going to go to next pick, being Golbat. I needed a flying type and a poison type. I would much rather prefer the grounded ghost, poison type. I agree, but I like Golbat. I like Super Fang. I'll be completely honest with you guys. Super Fang really helps me out a lot. It cuts my opponent's health in half. I can U-turn, I can taunt, I can roost, I can defog, I can do whatever I want, 100% accurate toxics, and this can be just nonsense. And even though it's just a Golbat, it's not that frail. People tend to overlook that this thing is actually pretty bulky, and I had really fun using it last time. I think I'm gonna do super, super, super well with it this time. Yeah. I can't really talk much about a goal, but I'm being honest. The last two picks, like you see, I went kind of on the budget with my free picks here with Poltergeist and Golbat, my free picks, and I had a lot of points left over. And we were looking at what was left in the higher tiers, and even though I already had an electric type, I picked up a Sarora. Um, which really, really works here in my opinion. It has amazing speed for this team. It has amazing offensive capabilities that were not 100% available on this team. It gives me another pivot with Volt Switch. It can just be set up super with bulk up. It can do a lot of things you don't really want it to do. And Plasma Fist is probably one of the best electric type moves, if not the best electric type move in the game, since it does have basically no drawback of clicking besides maybe a ghost ground type coming into you. But yeah, that's like it's no, there's no really big downfall to this thing. It's very bulky. It's pretty fast. It hits pretty hard, and I really love this mod. Since I ever since it got released, I basically am the one who drafts it if I get a chance to, or if it fits my team, or if I don't have like a Bikini or Dragapult, whatever. Um, but yeah, I really love Zara. I think it really fit my team here, and it's just a cool mod. But Like the biggest point here now is still my rock weakness because I don't have too many resists per se. I have one resist, which being my Quagsire, and so I decided, okay, I need a fighting type, and I still having a lot of points left. I picked up the homie Conkeldurr once again. Um, Conkeldurr is a phenomenal warbreaker with guts and flame orb, and I described it yesterday with a simply guts, because that's all it's really gonna do. Guts, Flame Orb, Facade, Close Combat, Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Knock Off, Stomping Tantrum. It gets bulk up and set up opportunities, but let's be real, it's just wanna hit something so hard that it's gonna get wake up in the next dimension and realize it's in a fucking anime world and some god is offered it some powers. And yeah, this is what this thing gonna do. It could default, it just swings around, just fucking boulders in his hand and creates a hurricane or whatever and defaults all the rocks away. This is a thing that happens, but yeah, it's Congaldo. What should I say? I'm not the best one when it comes to those draft rundowns and shit like that. Um, I'm more of the player. I'm also not really a technician. We all know that. I'm just clicking buttons and having fun. Um, but with everything overall said about this team, I have amazing fairy drinks, still have a really cool firewater grass core. I have a lot of momentum going on. Not too good of hazard games. I have one rock setter, I think, and that's it. Yeah, it's from rock setter and Fable, which is not the best thing, but I don't really need the hazards here. I have some hazard removal on Rotomo, Golbat, and Conkeldurr. And priority wise, I'm pretty good with E-Speed on Ganasect. We have some priority on Clefable, which no one will ever use, since in a row with Fake Out. Poltergeist does not get any priority. Maybe Chelsea, I don't know that. Sarah does Quick Attack and Conkeldurr get Mark Punch. Cleric options we're kind of missing on this team. But no, we have Glagro, I'm saying. We have also Wish Passing. And yeah, I really like this team. I'm really hyped about the season. We have the first battle scheduled for this weekend, so yeah, this could be amazing. I think we're playing Drexel or Jesse. I kind of forgot who we're playing, but we're gonna see that in a bit. And with that being said, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this one. And yeah, catch you guys next time. Peace. All the codes will be down in the description as well, obviously, and the link to the Discord server and some other shenanigans. So check them out. Those coaches are amazing. I had a lot of fun with Owner Trust from yesterday, so check them out as well. And with that being said, catch you guys next time. Peace.